Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Mornings with Granny. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry I didn't get back yesterday, but it was a busy day. Mom and I had to go out of town to do a couple of things, and then we stopped by and she was nice and bought me breakfast, which was very nice. I always enjoy spending time with her. And then I came home and caught up on the work that I did not get done last week. I washed 5 loads of clothes, washed up my dog blankets and my sheets and my comforters and so forth, and I vacuumed, I swept, I mopped, and by then I was worn out. So I think I'm going to take it easy today. But anyway, I thought we would do a what if challenge today. You know, with the things that are going on in the world, especially China, you just never know. And someone asked me why I started doing the what if it was my brainchild. Yes, it is my brainchild. I had read some books on hunger, and then I've had different people ask me how to stretch the food they have. So that made me think about doing a what if. And if you would like to participate to help to get the word out about hunger and how to stretch your food, please do a video and name it the What If Challenge, and I will add it to my What If videos. Just let me know you did it. And the other thing I was going to say, looking at China as an example, I've heard people say, well, that's never going to happen to me. Well, I'm sure that they didn't think it was going to happen to them either. So I want you to go through your house, and I want you to look at what you have. And I want you to think, if I get up in the morning and we are on lockdown, do I have enough food, toilet paper, so forth, whatever you need, to feed my family or myself, my pets, whoever you are responsible for 2 to 3 weeks? I would say at least a month. But you really, really need to do this. Hopefully you'll never run into a problem. You'll have extra food. Like I said, you can skip buying groceries for a week or two. That's fine. But it's better to prepare and have it, because you never know what will happen. And China is a good, very good example. I mean, Italy locked down, 10 cities or 11 cities, something like that. I think they're still letting their people go out, and I think China's finally got where they're letting some of their people go out too. But still, you never know, because something like this interrupts the supply chain too. So what I have done, and I'll show you, is I've been going through what I usually use in a month and writing down what I have, how many I have, and I put an X. And then, all right, let's look at the green beans. I used a can last night. I put X's by the item. Let me see if I can get it to focus here. And then when I use one, I circle the X so that I know that I used one. But I've made a list of everything that you think you should need. I mean, you know, as far as like detergent and so forth. Come on, focus. And then, like for my dog, you know, forget about batteries and candles and trash bags and so forth. But I would suggest that you do that. Now, we're going to go over a what-if scenario. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold this camera still. If, these are the rules for the challenge, you have to prepare 3 meals, you're going to get paid tomorrow, or you're going to get your food stamps tomorrow, or you're going to be able to go to the store tomorrow, whatever the scenario is. The only thing you have in your house are the items I'm showing you and seasonings. That's it. Because I have some people do this and say, well, if I had hamburger, well, if I had this, well, yeah, if you had it, you would use it. But pick out 3 or 4 items and make 3 meals from it, using only what you show on the video and seasonings. That's it. All right, let's go over what I've got here. I have a couple of sample packs of jelly that I got from Mom because I don't eat jelly. I have some Crisco. It could be any shortening, it could be lard, it doesn't matter, whatever you use. I have, let me get this open. Okay, I have bacon grease, and I keep that in the freezer, and I just take a fork and get what I need out when I need it. I have some milk, and I have some self-rising flour, because remember, if you have self-rising flour, you don't have to add the baking powder and salt. It's already got it in there. And we in the South, we use self-rising most of the time. Unless we're making like homemade bread, then we'll use yeast bread, we'll use, all-purpose or bread flour. But anyway, you gotta make 3 meals. This is what you have. You got this, and your bacon grease, okay? Now, being a Southerner, I'm gonna tell you what I would make, and then I want you in the comments below to tell me what you would make. And I'm gonna tell you a couple of alternatives. And no, I don't have the recipes. If you want the recipes, go online, look them up, and print these recipes out in case your internet goes down for some reason and you need these recipes. Print out a hard copy. And I have a folder I keep mine in. All right. Now, being a Southerner, I'm going to tell you what I would do. And I'm going to read over how we make it. So if you want to make it or look it up, I would take the flour, milk, and shortening, and I would make biscuits. Now, the normal Southern biscuit recipe is 2 cups self-rising flour, 1/4 to 1/3 cup of fat. Work that in till it's like pea size, and then you add 3/4 to a cup of milk. Pat it out, don't overwork it, pat it out. Cut your biscuits out, put them in the oven at usually 400 for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven. All right, I'd make the biscuits. I would have for breakfast, would have my jelly on my biscuits, because remember, we don't have anything but seasonings. Jelly on my biscuits. For lunch and supper, this is what I would do. I would make gravy. Now, I would use the bacon grease to make the gravy, so it would have some flavoring to it. And I could have gravy biscuits for lunch and supper. And I'd still have some biscuits probably left for breakfast the next morning. I could even save 1 pack of my jelly to the next morning. To make gravy, to make 2 cups of gravy, the recipe that we've always used, you use 1/4 cup of fat. It can be bacon grease, drippings from chicken, whatever you have to make gravy. 1/4 cup of fat. You put 1/4 cup of flour. It doesn't matter if it's self-rising, all-purpose, whatever you have. You let that lightly brown, and then you add 2 cups of liquid. And if you don't, like if I had some milk left out of this, you could add milk, make up the difference with water. You could add just water. And in this scenario, we don't have it, but if you could use chicken stock, beef stock, whatever you have. But that is the basic gravy recipes. 1/4 cup fat, 1/4 cup flour, lightly brown it, and then add your 2 cups of whatever liquid. So I would make my gravy, like I said, with my bacon grease and flour. And if I had any milk left, I have a choice of either using it in my gravy, or I could save it to drink and use water in my gravy. I've always made mine with water unless I am making milk gravy. I've always used water. So that gives you a choice. Another option, and you can look these recipes up, you can make tortillas. You can make eggless pancakes. You could look the recipes up and print them out in case you ever need them. Now, I want to recommend someone I started watching, and I think she has a good channel, and just go over and tell her that I sent you. It's tjpreps. tjpreps. Go over and check her out. Someone had asked me about oven canning items, and I've never oven canned, but she does have a video on oven canning, and she has some videos on prepping. So just go check her out. I think you'll like her. Alright guys, I think that's it on the what if. Like I said, if you want to do a video, put in the title, What If Challenge, and let me know that you did it, and I will add it to my list. Okay, let's go over some mail. I got this beautiful birthday card from Sadie in Pennsylvania. Thank you. And then this one is from Emma in South Carolina. Valentine's Day. And this one is from my friend in Ohio. It's a Valentine's Day. And this one is from my friend Linda in Texas. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you'll give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and like I said, prep. Get some extra food in your house because you never know what will happen. I'm not trying to scare you. I am just trying to be sensible. Our grandparents did it. That's why they can. That's why they put up garden produce. They prepped, so to speak. We called it putting away or storing it up. But I'm going to tell you what we say in the South. Don't get caught with your britches down. Prep. All right, guys. Until the next time. Bye-bye.